Hey guys, welcome to the Top Rope Podcast, Hits and Predicts. We're going to take a look back at Monday Night Raw and NXT, give you my top hits from there and my thoughts, as well as some grades, along with my picks for AEW Dynamite tonight. And we'll take a look towards the weekend and SmackDown and Collision as well. As far as Monday Night Raw goes, we got a new intro. Might take some time to grow on me a little bit, and just not quite as poppin' as the last intro was. Do like the lyrics of it, but it's not got quite as up-tempo to it, so we'll give it a chance though. And going down my list here, what an unbelievable night when you got 4 different promos from Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and now CM Punk, or CM Chump, as I like to call him. I'm going to try my best not to be a CM Punk hater, but I'm not a big fan for some obvious reasons, and things that he's done or is rumored to have done in the past in AEW and WWE, all that stuff, yada, yada, yeah. But no doubt about it, him being back in the WWE is a big deal. So we're going to get to that here in just a little while, but let's talk about some of the matches. You got the Creed brothers winning the tag team turmoil. 3, what do they call them, Brutus bombs. And one of them looked absolutely nasty. And the Creed brothers, since they've come up to the main roster, I knew that they were going to be coming soon. They've arrived now, and they're really going up the ladder of the card rather quickly by winning this tag team turmoil match. They'll get a title shot now. I don't think they have any shot in hell beating the Judgment Day, but they're definitely getting highlighted early on and not looking too bad. But, Diamond Mine, what about Ivy Nile? I think they're wasting her right now being a manager. She's a pretty decent wrestler. I think they should throw her into the women's division, which needed some help until recently, getting a little bit better, but still has been kind of down, like I've been mentioning on some of my other shows here with the Top Rope Podcast on YouTube. Be sure to check that out at Gary Martin Media. Also opened up our own Top Rope Podcast channel on YouTube as well. We'll be giving some rankings, top 10 men's wrestlers, female wrestlers, faction, top guys who we want to get off our TV the most, top tag teams, all that's coming in the near future. So don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that good jazz. Yeah. Moving on. How about R-Truth being back? I thought it was hilarious in the press conference the other night when Triple H was talking about, how about the big return of R-Truth, kind of poking fun at and not alluding to CM Punk until they started asking him questions. I think R-Truth being on my television, fantastic. He's always hilarious. It's good to throw some comedy in there, and he's one of the best at doing the comedy shtick, and I thought the stuff with him and Jelly Roll was pretty fantastic. You got Ivar and Bronson Reed goes to a double count out. Give that one a B. Also gave the tag team match a B as well. Nia Jax, Zoe Starks, and D+. Just not really interested in Nia Jax. Didn't think of Zoe after looking good for a while. Really looked all that great against Rhea Ripley. And this just didn't do much for me. Piper Niven, Chelsea Green defending the tag titles against Natty and Tegan Knox. Besides Chelsea Green, really not much to look and really did nothing to get excited about in that one. So I gave that one a C-. To Randy Orton and Dom, I gave that one a B+. And then you get the CM Punk promo. Let's kind of talk a little bit overall about the promos. I thought Randy Orton's promo was fantastic. Did a good job of tying in the stuff with the bloodline, saying he's going to come back for them. And then, and saying, hey, that includes you, Jey Uso. But then later on in the night, we kind of see them make up. And Randy says, okay, well, as long as you're not a part of the bloodline. So I thought the storyline, the cohesiveness of it was pretty great there. and it looks like, now Orton's going to do some feuding with the Judgment Day and still maybe the Bloodline in the future as well. So great to see them setting up some storylines for him. Looks like he's going to be on our TVs for quite some time. He's one of my absolute favorites. So really excited about that, and seeing how many times he was on the show last night, like 3 or 4 times, was awesome. It really was. The Cody promo with Shinsuke attacking him. I like Shinsuke doing the promos in Japanese. I thought the attack and the mist after that was all right. Didn't seem like the crowd was really popping too awful loud for it, but I think that's the next good opponent for Cody to overcome. It's decent. It's not great, but hopefully it won't last too awful long. I do like Shinsuke since he's been a bad guy and really getting back to his roots on some of the stuff that he can do. Seth Rollins promos, kind of downgrading, kind of poo-pooing on CM Punk a little bit, which I thought was great. And he even let the crowd say, okay, go ahead, guys, give it to me. And they chanted CM Punk, but then they started singing his song. So I was happy to see that they didn't totally turn on him because they like CM Punk. You get Drew McIntyre coming out and then saying, he needs a rematch. And then Jey Uso, Seth saying, yeah, well, sorry, Drew, you're not next in line, but then Jey Uso is, and Drew getting upset about that. And then the headbutt and the blood. We even see the blood in the promo backstage. So I thought that stuff was pretty great. Then the CM Punk promo, it was decent. It was good. I think he said all the right things, to get the fans on his side. He said he was himself. Pretty decent moment with him coming back at War Games, and then his first promo, being back since then. But then what did he say as they were going off the air? He said, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make money. So tells you all you need to know about that right there. Just nope, not a CM Punk guy. It seems to me like he's the type of guy who would be all nice and cheery to your face and then go say something behind your back. Could be totally wrong on that. That's just my feelings about CM Punk, and just don't think he's that fantastic of a wrestler. Didn't prove anything to me in AEW. We'll see if he can do anything in WWE. He's definitely not the best in the world, that's for sure. Overall, we're running out of time rapidly here. Thought maybe this would go a little bit shorter than it would with the different shows, but overall, I'll give Raw an A-. Some highlights from NXT. Looked like Lexis King. Well, he followed Trick Williams into the building. Okay, well then I guess I'm supposed to believe that he's the one that made the attack. Well, baby, not so fast, because on commentary we hear them later saying, well, yeah, it's not guaranteed. Nothing, we didn't actually see him attacking him. So, yeah, I'm still thinking that we're going to see a Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams feud somewhere down the line. I was happy to see Nikita Lyons on my TV, and the crowd super pumped about her coming back in the near future. I thought the Fatal 4-Way with Wes Lee needing to win in order to get another North American title shot at Dom was a great match. I liked how they got Bronson Reed out of there by having Ivar come in and attack. That was some pretty good stuff. Give that match an A-. Overall, give NXT a B-. I thought the stuff with Joe Gacy wasn't really all that fantastic with him being under the ring. It was okay, but I don't know. I liked it whenever they were all a group, but I'm gonna give that some time, see how it grows. Braun Breakker taking on Eddie Thorpe, is what it is. Braun Breakker just hasn't done anything for me in a while. NXT tag titles, Don and Stacks defeating Garza and Carrillo. That was decent as well. And we had some women's matches. Some of the younger women's stars getting a little bit of shine. And I thought they did a decent job for the most part, but nothing real great overall. NXT gave it a B-. How about Dynamite tonight? Got Bryan Danielson on commentary. We'll see Christian Cage respond to Adam Copeland's challenge for Dynamite? Really? That's a Dynamite matchup on December 6th? I don't think so. I think Cage says no. I think we set it up for World's End. That way we can get some more heat on Christian Cage saying, no, I'm not going to do it this week, next week. I'm going to wait, or maybe just keeps putting it off altogether, but I think we will see that sooner than later. But please, no, it's not. I should not see it on Dynamite. We got Rush and Mark Briscoe tonight. That's a tough one. I think both of these guys need a win. I'm going to give it to Mark Briscoe. Jay White and Swerve. That should be a fantastic match. You could argue that Jay White really needs that after looking like a fool against MJF. But I'm going to give it to Swerve. I think Swerve's hot after that Texas Death match with Adam Page. I think they keep him going. Jay White's kind of had his time in the spotlight. What about MJF, The Kingdom, Adam Cole? Do we see them? Do we see Solo on SmackDown this week? More from LA Knight and Owens. And we'll see about Collision. Continental Classic continues this weekend. That's the Hits and Predicts. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the Top Rope Podcast. God bless.